Well, Mollie was only 5 when she was first diagnosed with leukemia. She just learnt to ride her bike, so she was riding around the garden and falling off her bike and so she was covered in bruises on her legs and things. A few days after that, she had a very bad tummy ache, and I took her to the doctors, and they were very good. They acted very quickly and sent her for blood tests. They kept her in overnight, and the next morning they said that they thought that she had leukemia.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in rivers.
So we then went from there to the Marsden. And she was treated for 2.5 years initially with chemotherapy and radiotherapy, which impacted very hard on the family. But then after her treatment, the first time, which all went successfully, and she was in remission for about 3 years until she relapsed in September 2005. And that's the second time round. Actually, it was an awful lot harder than it was the first time round. She spent an awful lot more time in hospital. In the 9 months that she was ill, she only spent about 3 weeks at home, and those 3 weeks were only ever in like 2 days at a time, except for at Christmas. We managed to get a week at home at Christmas, which was lovely. And because Mollie was so ill then, Mark and I wanted to spend as much time with her as we could, which, as things turned out, that was a good thing. Neither Mark or I worked for 9 months, the 9 months that she was ill, which financially that was very hard. On a day-to-day basis, things were very difficult. It was a very hard time. The things that normally are important to you become irrelevant, and you have just a different view of life and its worth. And I think both of us really wanted to be able to give something back. We were aware of the trust. Sandra, one of the plague specialists, she had a lot of dealings with Mollie, and she made us aware of the trust. Yes. And also, while we were in there, the trust run pamper days for the mums while you're in hospital. You can take half an hour out and go, and they can paint your nails or cut your hair or just make you feel nice. So it's a little treat in a difficult day. Once Mollie was in isolation, and she never liked me to leave her, so I didn't. And so they brought some things down to us so that I could give Mollie a manicure in our room, which was lovely. It was really nice. This is Mollie. This was taken when she was 10 in summer 2005 at my parents' house in Spain, where she loved to be. She loved it there. She was a very, very bubbly girl, always laughing, always smiling, full of fun, full of mischief, just full of life, actually, really full of life. She loved her brothers, adored her brothers, and her cat, Max, and her family and friends. Very, very sociable, loved a party, always, party, every weekend. Mum, who are we having over? Who's coming over this weekend? And yeah, she was just fantastic. She was, through her illness, she was amazingly brave, really inspirational, and beautiful, really beautiful.
Lights will